Hello all. I am going to discuss about Anthropology Paper 2, not in detail. For a detailed explanation of all the answers of 2022 Paper 1, Paper 2 Anthropology, I will be doing in detail video tomorrow. But now I want to express my happiness that in Paper 2 UPSC question paper, 100% questions are from our test series as well as full course tests which we conduct on every Sunday, weekly tests. So with evidences, I am showing you. Anthropology paper 2 questions from our classroom program. I am providing with evidences. Pidwillers of Kashmir. So Pidwillers of Kashmir, this is class notes of mine. Jammu and Kashmir, Burzon is famous for its Pidwillers. So Pidwillers of Kashmir means you have to write about Burzon. So here you have to mention about the Burzon, mainly Neolithic age features you have to mention, and you have to mention about the pit-building patterns which are there in Burzan. Varna and Buddhism. This is about Varna and this is about Buddhism. This is my class notes. Dharma versus religion. This is about Dharma and religion. So Dharma should be practiced in secular sense and religion is something which is communal. So the relationship between both of them we have to discuss, and we have to tell that every religion is having its own morality, having its own moral principles. So Dharma is present in every religion, but here in Hindu context, exclusively Dharma is part of the Hindu religion, Hindu rituals and Hindu practices. Safeguards for linguistic minorities in India. See, critically evaluate the problems faced by the religious and linguistic minorities in India. Write about the safeguards, constitutional provisions given to them to protect their rights. Test series 6, full course 5 also, problems faced by linguistic and their socio-economic and political status. This is direct question from our test series test 6. See, constitutional safeguards. This is the model answer which we provided to our students. Westernization and modernization critically elaborate the role played by the exogenous process. What are the exogenous? Westernization and modernization. What are endogenous? Sanskritization. So exogenous process, westernization and modernization. And modernization. It is the model answer. Illustrate the contributions of Iravati Karve to Indian anthropology, make a special mention on literary contributions. See, Iravati Karve, mainly kinship organizations in India, Bills of West Candish, Hindu society, the contributions on race by the Iravati Karve, everything about Iravati Karve. Iravati Karve, the famous literary contribution is kinship organization in India, which she divided into North kinship, South kinship into different directions. This all you have to mention. Iravati Karve. See, the North, the central, the southern, the eastern. Arguments for excluding Narmada man from Homo erectus category. Means debate. It's about the debate on Narmada man. This I remember. I went to the exam center in lunch time. I discussed this with few students. The same thing is repeated. Narmada man. Yes, debate. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's argument on the origin of Indian caste. What has been the impact of religious minorities and the emancipation of scheduled caste in India? Critically evaluate the role in the upliftment of scheduled caste. View of Ambedkar on origin of caste. See, from test series 14th question on the view of Ambedkar on origin of caste. Ambedkar views I discussed in detail in the classroom. The same thing has been asked if you see here. Ambedkar view and Gandhi view on the caste system from our classroom. Make a critical appraisal of megalithic traditions in India with special reference to Northeast India. See, megaliths, my classroom, paper 1, unit 1.8 AB. This is the classroom PDF which I will be provided to my students. Write everything about megalithic traditions and its evidences from Northeast India. SC Dubai in Indian village. See, SC Dubai. From test series 5 and anthropology full course. AFC means anthropology full course. Contributions of SC Dubai towards understanding of Indian. Direct question. SC Dubai, SC Dubai. Methods adopted by Sir Herbert Hope Risley in classifying Indian population. So, Risley's classification. In detail about the ethnic and linguistic elements in Indian population given by special reference to Risley. Test series 14 recently concluded this test. Risley question was been asked. Globalization on one hand had provided opportunities, on the other hand thrown challenges to Indian villages. Elaborate on the emergence of globalization impacting the indigenous economic systems in primitive society. Primitive society as well as Indian village also. Indian village direct question, it is 5.1 in my classroom notes we provided in clear. Describe briefly the proto-history of Gujarat, discuss significance of Gujarat's proto-history in the international trade. Elaborate the different cultural stages in India with special reference to Mesolithic culture found in Langnaj, Gujarat. See, Gujarat. Elaborate on different cultural evolution stages, cultural evolution, how, and mainly we have to focus on the Gujarat, Langanaj, Langanaj, Langanaj by archaeologist H.D. Sankalia. Indigenization of Christianity. Write about the impact of Islam and Christianity on Indian society means indigenization. For example, the studies conducted by Andrew Beteley, whereby the SCs who converted to Christianity, for those SCs still untouchability is continued. The SCs who converted to Christianity, they are not allowed to touch the Bible, they are not allowed to read the Bible. So, indigenization of Christianity. Impact of Islam, impact of Hindu Christianity on the status of tribal women, Islam and Christianity on Indian women. Yes, yes. See, impact of Christianity. Right, short note, regionalism as an opportunity and threat to national integration. Throw light on issues related to ethnicity. Why? Because regionalism is linked to ethnicity. Discuss ethnicity and national integration, ethnic identity, ethnicity, and the issue of national integration with suitable examples. Regionalism as an opportunity and threat to, yes, regionalism also. Yes, national integration. In my class notes, I clearly provide about the regionalism notes and national integration. M.N. Srinivas. M.N. Srinivas is a person who discussed about how to overcome the regionalism and have a national integration. Socio-economic characteristics of shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation. Socio-economic characteristics. Shifting cultivation and yeah, direct question. Tribal agriculture laborers. Tribal agricultural laborers. Agriculture and non-agricultural laborers. The points. This is class notes. 6.1 Tribal India class notes. Major problems of nomadic and semi-nomadic. This is my class notes. Denotified, nomadic, and semi-nomadic tribes. See, PDF which I provide in the form of class notes. Role of governor in the fifth schedule areas. Fifth schedule areas. Elaborate the given statement, fifth schedule and sixth schedule. Everything about the fifth schedule. Austro-Asiatic languages groups in India. Write short notes on Austro-Asiatic linguistic groups in India. Copy paste as it is question. Austro-Asiatic languages. Test series 5 and full course short notes on Austro-linguistic groups. ITDs. How far have their objectives been achieved? ITDs. Relevance of tribal Panchashil. ITDS. In my class notes, I clearly mentioned about ITDs, Integrated Tribal Development Projects. Yes. Compare the functioning of traditional tribal councils that of Grampa PISA Act. See, PESA Act. PISA Act. PESA Act. This is my classroom. The role of key functions of Grama Sabha with that of Grama Sabha, key functions of Grama Sabha. Explain how British policies impacted the major resources of the tribals. Major resources of the tribals. How the impact happened. Implement recognition of Forest Rights Act. Discuss the view of Gurye and very relevant the approach towards tribal populations. Gurye assimilation, very relevant integration. See, the debate of isolation, assimilation, critical debate between the context of isolation and assimilation. First, very relevant talked about isolationism. Then he, under the influence of Nehru, he shifted to integrationism. Direct question. Gurye assimilation, very relevant. Gurye assimilationism, very relevant. Isolationism, later integrationism. Discuss the issues and solutions related to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe population in scheduled caste and scheduled tribe populations in India. Issues and solutions. SCC, SC, ST, SC, Test Series 7, Test Series 6, Test Series 12, Anthropology full course June, social impact. Explain the social and religious consequence of contact between tribal and non-tribal population. Because of contact, direct question this is. See, elements of little and great tradition of grievance statement, present relevance, little and great concept of contact between tribal and non-tribal. Tribals are little tradition, non-tribals are great traditions. That is the meaning. And tribal problems also. Nature of tribal movements between northeast and central India. Tribal movements transformed in their form since colonial times. Describe the anthropological perspectives on development. How have anthropologists contributed in India's rural development? Anthropological knowledge and methods useful in planning for tribal development, rural development is 9.3, which is there in my class notes. How can a balance be struck between livelihood concerns and environmental degradation in the context of shifting cultivation? Shifting cultivation, expected question. In this way, the almost the near questions are from our class notes as well as the test series and the full course tests which we conduct to our students. In detailed explanation of all the questions of paper 1 and paper 2, I will be doing a in detail video. Please stay tuned to our channel and subscribe to our channel and touch the bell button. Thank you. Jai Hind.